Monkey Knots, it's me, Jack, live from the Monkey House, and on today's show, we are making some wishes. That's right, audience. The only real rule when you're making a wish on a Lando Calrissian action figure is you cannot wish for more wishes. That's in the fine print. You can't do that. I know that's the first thing everyone wants to do. I want to wish for way more wishes. Sorry, you can't do it. But aside from that, the sky's the limit. Or I guess I should say the Cloud City's the limit. Let's meet a pint-sized wisher now and find out what they're wishing for. Let's go to Connecticut now, everyone, and meet our first pint-sized wish maker. Give it up, me monkey knots, for Reese! Hello, Reese. How are you?
Good.
Great, thank you for being here. Now, Reese, before I hand over this Lando Calrissian action figure to you, just a quick question. Have you ever wished on a Lando Calrissian action figure before?
No.
Okay, that's good news, because as I just established, after you cast your 3 wishes, that's it. This thing is certifiably broken for you. Well, here you go, Reese. Let me just pass it over to you, and if you could just do me a favor and just wipe a little bit of the dust off there. Yeah, just go ahead and give it a wipe, and let's see what... oh, there it goes. It's working. I knew it. Reese, you'll probably see this now. You are now being surrounded by a giant cloud of purple fog emanating right from Lando Calrissian's face, and that means you've got 3 wishes. Reese, what are your 3 wishes?
The first one is I really do want a pet horse.
A pet horse, okay. Now, I think we just got to be really clear with Lando because, you know, this might mean something different to him. Do you mean you want like a little tiny horse on a leash about the size of a, you know, a small dog or cat that you can take to the dog park and walk around? Or do you mean like a full-size horse?
Yes.
Wait, a little one? Or
like a little one.
Oh, just a tiny little horse. Okay, so how big are we talking here? Like how many inches tall do you think this horse should be?
I'm 17.
17 inches. Very specific measurement there. 17 inches. Okay, so this is as tall as a piece of ledger paper from a photocopier. So that's about 1.5 feet tall. To me, that would go from my foot about a little higher than my knee. Wow, that's a pretty small horse. Would something ride on this horse, or would it just be ornamental, just there for looking
I would like my dog to ride on the horse.
No, okay, fair enough. Audience, what do you think about this? A tiny 17-inch pet horse. Okay. Now remember, Reese, the audience has no power of approving or disapproving these wishes. I'm just asking for them just to weigh in on how they feel about these ideas. Okay, so a pet horse, 17 inches. Hopefully Lando can fulfill that. What is your second wish, Reese?
My second wish is for a catapult.
A catapult. Now, wait a minute. I just have to be clear here because we have a lot of animal lovers who listen to Live from the Monkey House, probably members of the animal rights community like the ASPCA or PAWS, one of those organizations. You aren't planning on sending this 17-inch horse for a ride using the catapults, are you? Okay, just making sure. That's just a very...
My brother in the space.
Oh, your brother. Oh, okay. Wait, hang on a second. Audience, do any of you have siblings that you would send into space with a catapult if you could? The audience is thinking it over. How do they answer? They're saying yes. That was a tepid yes. I guess some of them can understand where you're coming from. Sorry, Reese, it was just sort of suspicious that you asked for a tiny horse and then a catapult right after that. Wait, so why do you want to send your brother into space, Reese?
Because he's very annoying.
Okay, sounds pretty typical. As I'm not a brother, I'm an only child actually, but as a member of the boy line, I can say we are all super annoying. That's one of our greatest assets, one of our talents. We like to annoy as far and wide as we can. So your brother is coming from a long line of annoying boys, and I'm one of them too, just so you know. Okay, Reese, well that's 2 wishes. It's now time for your 3rd and final wish. What's it going to be, Reese?
I want a Pomeranian dog the same size as the horse.
A Pomeranian, okay. Oh, that's a show dog with papers even. Wow. Pomeranians, they look kind of like a really fancy hairdo with legs, right, Reese?
Yeah, we have a Keystone dog. And
it's
just like that, but red and black and white.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So the Pomeranian would coordinate well. And is the idea here that way you won't have to do your hair in the morning? You can just have the Pomeranian right on your head, and people will think you got like a fancy hairdo?
Yes.
Good, yeah, that makes total sense to me. 17-inch tall Pomeranian hairdo. And, you know, if the whole schooling thing doesn't work out, you can probably just join the B-52s. You could be part of that band. They're known for their big hairstyles. Audience, what do you think? A Pomeranian for Reese? Yes! Oh, no, Reese. Listen, I think all three wishes were granted, but you probably just noticed the purple fog has escaped your view. And Lando, go ahead and give him a rub again. Just try to get some of the dust off there, Reese. Is anything happening?
Yeah. My brother's getting even more freckles.
Well, you're getting the dust off. That's sort of nice. But unfortunately, Reese, that is all the wishes for you. Audience, give it up for Reese in Connecticut. Thank you for making your wishes there, Reese.